Alrighty, fellas. The webcam. Good morning. Oh, we do it live. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? My name is Patrouski. I'm a professional streamer. Who would have thought? How are we doing today? Good morning. Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, discussion, and conversation on what's happening in PokeMMO every single day. We got the event extended, which I am super excited for. Otherwise, this timer would have been less than 24. I think it would have been 19 hours if this event didn't get extended. We would have had 19 hours essentially. Dude, that would have actually been disgusting. I would have had 19 hours to do Excadrill, Gyarados, all the Zodiac trainers, and get up to 100 Cherish Balls. Nah, that's actually... This event extension saved my tuchus, man. I was stressing, trying to do everything on the Ironman accounts, and now we can just relax, play the event, have some fun. I've been really enjoying the event post the swarm like buff, or post like the double rate of the swarms. I think it's been a really fun rotation. New players. I've seen so many new players making crazy amounts of Pokeyen. I've seen people alt accounting making crazy Pokeyen like on multiple accounts. Dude, it's still like 300k an hour, I'm pretty sure, to farm mysterious Cherish Balls, if not even a little bit more, because maybe after the quick balls, to be fair, profit wise, you're probably looking at 250 280k. I don't want to oversell by quoting the revenue, so my apologies. You're probably looking at 250 280,000 Pokeyen per hour farming swarms. It's really good Pokeyen per hour still. But let's jump into our stream recap news, which always starts things off with our our catch events. Dude, the PokeMMO staff members were so on top of posting 3 new catch events. They just had catch events Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend, and they've already posted 3 new ones. That's really, like, that's the staff members, the community members of PokeMMO being on top of their shit, trying to like just do it for the love of the game type beat. We got this Ralts catch. We're going in chronological order. So we have this Ralts catch event this Wednesday the 4th of March at 10 a.m. ET. Will I be up in time for that event? Maybe, probably, hopefully. It's at Route 209 in Sinnoh. You can catch Ralts for a +5 species bonus, Staravia for 0, and Bibarel for -5. The nature bonuses are +5 for Modest and then -5 for Adamant. And you do have a chance to win a non-shiny Gallade or Gardevoir. It's really important which one you pick. These prize mons you cannot breed back down, so whatever you pick, you lock in. I would probably recommend Gallade, but you can go Gardevoir for some sort of utility. I think you can go like Gardevoir with like Synchronize, or if you just like Gardevoir, more power to you, or Sus. Gallade is a really good raid Pokemon. This is a really good way to get a 6x31 Gallade with sharpness ability, Sacred Sword. You see this thing constantly in raids. Really good on fighting teams. Occasionally pops up on like maybe like a physical psychic type attack. It's one of the few mons that can do that pretty well. It's pretty rare, but you do see it pop up occasionally. So get yourself a good, perfect raid Gallade. Nice rhyme, Dr. Seuss, with this catch event on Wednesday. Next up, the Lapras catch event on Friday, the 6th of March at 10. All these 10 a.m. catch events. Whew, gamer time is tough. 6th of March, Friday, 10 a.m. Icefall Cave Kanto. Lapras is +10, Tentacool 0, and Magikarp -10. Interesting species bonuses could make this event be really swingy in terms of the scores. Nature bonuses +5 for Calm, +5 for Relaxed, -5 for Modest. And oh, I didn't see this yet. Okay, we might have, I haven't checked the other event. We might have 2 incredibly good shiny prizes. I did not even process this in my brain. Shiny Lapras is like a 500 to 800 hour shiny hunt. It might even be 1,000. It's a disgustingly long, very difficult safari shiny hunt where on average you'll have like 3 Laprases flee before you catch one. If you could get one in 1 hour via a catch event, you would be a god. This is your guys' best chance to win, and my best chance. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna try to win a shiny Lapras, because that is gorgeous. And then we're not even stopping with the Lapras. There's no way they give 2 rare shinies in 1 weekend. I think they might be. I haven't checked this. Hopefully this is a shiny prize. There's a Shuckle catch event coming up, boys. Sunday the 8th of March, my favorite Pokemon of all time, 2 p.m. ET, Route 40 in Johto. Shuckle is +15. Horsey is 0, Staryu -2, Magikarp -5, Krabby -7, Tentacle -10. They're doing some really interesting species bonuses here to make some swingy events, some high scoring and low scoring events. Nature bonuses on screen now. Is it a shiny prize? That's really rare, man. They give away like maybe 1 shiny Shuckle a year usually. Damn. To have a shiny Shuckle catch event and a shiny Lapras catch event in the same weekend, this is 2 rare safari shunts. Usually you can rock smash or do Shuckle in other ways, to be fair. This is crazy. This is going to be a crazy weekend. Some people are literally going to get their dream shinies this weekend, or like have the chance to compete for them. Gonna be bonkers. Oh my goodness. Anyways, okay, I'm shocked by those. That's really big catch events, guys. Let's jump into our achievement showcase now. This is a way for, if you don't know, a way for me to show off people who are putting their nose down, grinding, putting in good work into PokeMMO, and able to flex themselves and show off their cool work, as well as just show off their unique achievements. One of the biggest problems we see in PokeMMO that I encounter myself is logging on the game and being like, what do I want to do today? What should I do today? You see it a lot in like Minecraft or old school RuneScape as well. How many people load up into Minecraft and like you want to play, but you're just like, what do I do? Do I build this? I'm just kind of lost today. So a little bit of direction is nice. A little bit of direction, a little bit of you know, example goals to shoot for. That's what we use the achievement showcase for. You can contribute to the achievement showcase using my Discord. There's a chat called the achievement showcase in there. Let's go ahead and jump into today's achievement showcase though. 292 hours, and this guy's name is Goo, I think. Goo. 292 hours in, and he got his first ever shiny, befitting of the event. It is year of the fire horse, year of the horse for the Lunar New Year event. He got himself that shiny Rapidash at 22,000 encounters. His first ever shiny, very deserved, on theme during an event. Really cool to see, man. Congratulations to you, Goo. Sorry, that's not the best representation of your name. Anyway, hybrid. First, I love stories like this, man. First shiny ever. I've been playing Pokemon since my childhood, and I surprisingly never even knew what a shiny was or that they even existed. I didn't know that until I started playing PokeMMO, or at least like maybe until 5th gen. A lot of us, you didn't hear about shinies growing up. After realizing I missed my first shiny at 166 wild encounters and I didn't even know it, I recently found out that I could check my encounter counter, and now I know what a shiny is. So many people, I learned about EVs and IVs through PokeMMO. We underestimate how many people learn about shinies, EVs and IVs, all these like hidden Pokemon mechanics via PokeMMO for the first time. It's a really cool thing to see, man. Really wholesome. Now my luck has finally shined, and I caught my very first ever shiny Ekans. Beautiful shiny, man. Beautiful first shiny. Arbok looks fantastic. Ekans is cool as well if you prefer that. A really cool story from Hybrid 2.0, man. Congratulations to you, gamer. Next up, I love posts like this because when we get to Turbo Online, we get so advanced in PokeMMO, we forget just what a real goal is. Nate getting his first ever 6x31 breed. Do you remember your first 6? This is a big deal, man. Your first 6x31 breed. Learning the breeding system in PokeMMO is overwhelming. It's scary. It's expensive. If you make a mistake, it's a really big deal. Keeping it alpha all the way through this breed. This is an amazingly cool achievement, man. Congratulations to Nate on his first ever. And yeah, he was able to get the nature roll as well. And that's like an amazing feeling on your first. Like he's gonna use this Shroomish for the rest of his. He could play Pokemon for 10 years. You know, like he might play. Maybe he'll play for one day. You know, like maybe he'll quit. Like he could play for 10 years, and if he plays for 10 years, he'll still have this Shroomish 10 years later. Like that's how cool it is to complete something like this and get the perfect catch and Breloom for the rest of your life like that. I don't know why my music is randomly hopped to a different playlist, so excuse me. Let me hop back to what we need here. Dudes, hearing stories like this makes me so happy. Ghost28 in chat said, I made my first mill during this event, and now I'm up to 4. He's been grinding, he said. Like, that's... Dude, the Lunar New Year event is the best event all year for new players. This event can jumpstart new players. It is just such good Pokeyen. Abuse it while you can. It's so sick, man. All right, next up, let's continue on our achievement showcase. We were right about here, I believe. Dude, first Iron Man shiny from Poppin' Zed, who got it at exactly 24 hours played, got himself a shiny Pidgeotto, was able to catch it, thankfully. Iron Man shinies are always sick, especially your first Iron Man shiny. And also, he's like a pretty newer Iron Man with 24 hours played, dude. Hell yeah. Congratulations to you, Pop. I've seen you in chat as well, Pop and Zed. Shout out to you, man. All right, next up, Jakira. This guy is one of the top supporters, top helpers in the PokeMMO Raid Den Discord. This is the person, when you're looking up what's the stats of the raid, what's the best strategy, trying to figure that stuff out, this is the person you're looking for. This is the person where it's like, oh shit, like this is the guy helping people in the community, basically, is the TLDR. And he wanted to show off the fact that he got every single permanently ownable legendary in PokeMMO, which is so sick, and he's hoping to get Keldeo soon. I don't know if it's been revealed what that instance is yet in game, but we're still trying to, I haven't seen anything about it yet. We're keeping an eye out though. Okay, next up, Dabibi got his first ever shiny in PokeMMO in 2 weeks of playing and got a 31 speed Jolly Nature secret shiny Golbat. What's also really cool is like Golbat, Zubat, Crobat used to be one of the most common shinies in the game. Back in 2013, 2015, there was a lot more locations and places you would go to with Zubats, those, you know, Mount Moon. We used to EV train on Paris and Mount Moon for attack stats. Like, things used to be so different in a worse way, but like nostalgic, but worse, right? But shiny Golbat used to be common shiny. Nowadays, it's actually like, it's not rare, but it's like uncommon-ish, right? Which is really fucking sick. Versus like back in the day, a good example is Ponyta used to be like a super rare shiny, and now it's like not super, pretty rare. And nowadays, it's like really common because of Rapidash and the EV training spots and stuff like that. All right, next up. An Iron Man was able to achieve all of the 3 Swords of Justice legendaries. This is insane. Number 1, it's insane to do this at all. Number 2, this motherfucker did it within like a week of the event being out. Brother, what are you? That's unimaginable. To have all the possibilities, all the raid mons. People had to make new raid mons during the event just to be able to rush these when he's already probably, you know, we're in Iron Man, we have to do everything untradeable. You're trying to get as many mysterious cherry pulls as possible. You're trying to farm the raids themselves, get to Shaman. You're doing all these other things. How did he have time to get the 3 Swords of Justice and be one of the first people in the world to get them, let alone on an Iron Man account? This is like legitimately one of the most PVM achievements I've seen in quite a while in PokeMMO. Getting all 3 of the Iron Man, or all 3 of the swords on the Iron Man account during the event. In crazy pacing, crazy impressive, super sick to see. All right, and then finally we have what it takes to get top 5, what is it, top 3 on the Nyan leaderboards. If you don't know, there is a leaderboard for the Abundant Shrine, and it takes a lot to get placed on this leaderboard, but if you do place, you win an untradeable, really cool vanity. This is from Souls. Yep, Souls here right now. Yeah, a 25-hour run is what it took them to get top 3. Now, I think at least this year they changed it. In previous years, you had to do it in one sitting. I believe that this year they changed it so you can actually like take a break and log out and then log back in the next day and continue your run. That's sick. That's huge. But I think in previous years, people would just do like 15, 16-hour runs in one sitting and just try to hope for top of the leaderboards. It's intense, man. It's tough to be top 50 at literally anything in the world. And literally anything, I don't care how niche it is, being top 50 is incredibly fucking hard. And this is so sick to see. Really fucking cool. This is a pretty competitive thing, you know? Congrats to you, Souls. I love seeing like the stories. A lot of these high-end players in PokeMMO don't always share their stories. So it's beautiful when they take the time to do so, because they're usually just busy. They're too busy grinding to even share the grind, if that makes sense. That is our stream recap. Oh, no. That's not our stream recap intro. We have one more thing to talk about, because there are a bunch of new vanities that came out over the weekend. There was an update. If you didn't see, I made a video talking about it. There is a lot of new vanities, guys, that came out over the weekend. There is number 1, the festive lion mask. This is the reward. Spoiler alert if you don't want to. Spoiler alert if you don't want to see the rewards for like completing Shaman, for doing things in the event. Spoiler alert for you if you care about that. The festive lion mask is the boss reward for defeating the final Zodiac Master, and it looks pretty sick. I should be able to get this on the Iron Man account, and I'm pretty excited for. I like the little derpy little tongue. It's kind of a cute meme. Sorry for saying derpy in the year 2026. I know, cringe, but it's the best way to describe it. Next up, the Origin Ring. This was the item that I believe was glitched onto the Elven Bow or the Elven Quiver, and then dude, this is sick, man. The Origin Ring. This is sick. I think it's a really cool backslot on my 900k. They're all pretty like affordable right now. Then the Flower Cape. This is the reward for defeating the Shaman boss fight. The Flower Cape. My playlist switched up again. I don't know what YouTube's doing to me today. Anyways, the Flower Cape. I wish there was a little more like larger than life or a little more floral. I'm not totally sure, but it's fine. I love flowery stuff in game. I don't love this one personally, but it's fine. I respect it. And then next up we have the colorful unicorn hair. This one's crazy. This one is so, I love it. It's so insane. It's so insane. And it looks also, it looked so perfectly goofy on my with the Santa beard and with like the star meat. Like, dude, this is kind of cracked. I kind of love it. What is that? Yeah, people in chat haven't heard, dude. This is unhinged. I'm assuming this is. I'm assuming it's from lucky reds. It doesn't say, which most likely means it's from some sort of sealed product. But yeah, a lot of new vanities came out over the weekend. That is our stream recap intro. As always, like the video if you enjoy it today. If you learned something new, if you find yourself entertained, if it adds to your PokeMMO journey, go ahead and like the video. Dislike if not. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal double donations really do allow me to be here, guys. But let's just go ahead and stop spieling and jump into things. All right, guys, everybody's been asking for it. The guy who only plays PokeMMO, what is your opinion on the Gen 10 Pokemon starters? And quickly, spoiler alert, spoiler warning for the Gen 10 starters. If you want to keep it a secret and play the games yourself blind, here is your spoiler warning. Skip over this section using the timestamps. I'm about to show the Gen 10 starter Pokemon in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Spoiler alert, I like them all. I think they're all, people have been shitting on the bird. The eyebrows are a little too grumpy, a little too angry bird. I get it. I like them. Now I am respectfully, so how do I rate? I guess rate them all 10. I think the grass bird, I give it like a 6 out of 10, probably the weakest one. The fire palm is really fucking cute. This picture does not really do its justice. The animations are insane. I would give the fire palm like a 8 out of 10 for me personally, but if someone gave it a 10, I'd be like, that's a based pull. And then for the gecko, the little water fella, he's my pick. I am water gecko gang. He's a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. I do just like water starters on average. I like that he's chilling on. He's not bipedal at least yet. I hope they don't make him bipedal. I hope they make, what could they do with him? I hope they make him like big headed. I feel like he could have some super big head and be like a goofy looking guy. So I'm part of Gecko Gang. I think they're all honestly fantastic. That's my pick. Here, Oso was generous enough. This guy literally gifted me 6 or 7 subs just so I could show you guys the shiny I got. Some of you noticed, a lot of people, like, it took a second, but like the shiny encounter did reset. Oh, I could just show it. I could have stayed at the spot. I'm not used to the new mechanic of being able to go over. Okay, let's do it here. I did get a shiny while off stream. I will be uploading the clip. It will also be in the Iron Man episode, of course. Here it is. It was a swarm shiny Nidoran. I wish it was something else, something like a Charmander or whatever. This is fucking a swarm shiny Nidoran female at 3,900 encounters. I did not expect it at all. I was just farming swarms in the living room, watching TV with the wife while she was napping, of course. Dude. And so I was just doing swarms. I think the catch location is like Route 1 Unova, which is a cool catch location for a shiny Nidoran, as well as it was 2 encounters after a Ponyta swarm. So I literally almost got another Ponyta, which would have been insane. And it was also 2 or 3 encounters before a Muna swarm. So it was in that, and like, we can play the coulda woulda shoulda games all day. I'm mostly just saying it for fun. I'm very happy about it. Oh, I missed this, whoopsie. But yes, it's my first ever swarm shiny in PokeMMO. I literally talked like it was like a lifetime goal of mine to get a swarm shiny. It's my first ever swarm shiny in PokeMMO. It's a Nidoran, but like I'm happy with that, man. I will super take it. Cody in chat says, I think it'd be cool if they made an official Iron Man game mode and allowed PC expansion drives via endgame content, like beating Red or something like that. I'm hesitant. I think RuneScape did this a lot, and I didn't really enjoy it personally, but it depends. I'm really hesitant when it comes to like making a personal self-imposed game mode like the Iron Man account, and then the devs balancing around it. Like, I'm like, that's not what I want. I made the account for this fun self-imposed challenge, right? However, that's what I normally say. I do actually think if you're going to make anything easier for Iron Man, I would be open to PC expansion drives, or like, I don't really want, maybe you could add a way to make, I don't know if I want RP farming to be easier. That's what makes it so special. Like, you don't want things to be arbitrarily easy, but you want them to be accessible. But like, people who are playing an Iron Man account they're doing it because they want that challenge. So it's like, that's why I always critiqued, like, I didn't like the buffing of egg shunting and like the incubator. They buffed a game mode. They buffed where people are doing it because it's hard, you know? Like, I would say it's like if they made like Dark Souls like easier. Like, people aren't playing Dark. That's not people play it for a hard. That's the point, man. The challenge, right? So, in my opinion, obviously, feel free to disagree, I guess, but you know, so I don't know if I really don't want the devs balancing content or making changes around Iron Man and with Iron Man in mind. Personally, I would love the game mode and then just that let us just enjoy it, right? But the one thing I would be open to, not RP, but just the ability to earn PC expansion drives via like maybe like Battle Frontier, where if you get to like wave 100 or wave 200, you get like one expansion drive. Like that's really hard to do. That could be interesting. I think there's some like, or yeah, new uses of BP. That's an economy update that I could see happening in PokeMMO. Like BP is decently useful, but like I would love to see it, I would love to see a little bit more. That's not a bad idea. I like the brainstorming from chat today. Yeah, I wanted to mention this. I saw some comments recently about this. We have seen, there has been, I don't want people to conflate, and like I could be wrong on this. I mean, I could always be wrong on financial stuff with PokeMMO, right? We're all just trying to guesstimate the market the best we can. We have seen a massive change in how fast people get their returns. And I don't want people to view that as the norm. It may become the norm, but it's not quite the norm, if that makes sense. The difference I'm talking about is like previously in PokeMMO, I would always tell people, if you aren't willing to hold on to your investment for like 2 years, I don't even recommend making investments. And that is still kind of true. I've scaled it back to like maybe 1 year, right? People are getting their return on investments way faster. We are seeing Mysterious Balls and Sealed Product spike by 100%, like 50 to 100% in 3 months. That's insane. That is insane. That is ludicrous. I have to say, like, that's not the norm. It might become the norm if we see that keep happening. That's the new norm, right? But we've only really seen that over the past 1 to 2 years of event seasons. This game's been out for 14 years, right? So it's really important. If you've only been playing the game for 1 to 2 years, you've only seen these insane markets. That is the norm to you. But if you've been playing for longer, you understand. Like it's really important to teach new players the history of PokeMMO, because the history is so important to building perspective, especially when it comes to investments and financial decisions, which you must make on your own free will within PokeMMO. My thing I have to say is, if you want to make investments in PokeMMO, I would go in with the mentality. You have to have a patience mentality, because some things, you know, you'll never make money on, or it's super slow. Like, you have to go in with the patient mentality. Obviously, if your investments go up 50 to 100% in 3 months and you want to sell, go, hell yeah, more power to you. That's amazing. But we can't. I've seen a lot of new players being like, Patrouski, why are you against people selling their investments in 3 months? I'm not against people selling their investments in 3 months. I'm against people going in with the expectation that that's going to happen, or that's always going to happen. And that's not the norm. It's like an exceptional outlier. I wish that all of us could invest in something and then in 3 months it goes up 50%. Like, that would be ridiculous. That's unreal, right? Like, that's insane. That is very, very exceptional. And I think a lot of new players have seen this exceptional thing happen pretty consistently over the past 1 to 2 years out of a 14-year history, and they've built up in their mind that that's the norm. And I just want to warn players, like, it's over the historic, you know, it's historically it's taken longer. So there's, like, most players probably don't need to make investments in PokeMMO. Investments only really matter if you ever want to become like a billionaire or get like hundreds of millions of Pokeyen, go for like an egg hunt, something like that. Investments are for end game long-term players. If you don't see yourself playing PokeMMO in a year or two, which is very reasonable, might I add, like that's most video games. Like when I play sit down to play Spyro, I'm not like, oh, I'm going to be playing Spyro in the next 1 year. No, I'm just replaying it for fun, right? Very reasonable person right there. But I do want to, not everybody needs to make investments. If you hear about like long-term wealth, then yeah, of course, but investments aren't for everybody. And I do recommend going in with like a long-term plan. I saw some people, like, I think, get offended by my comments recently in a video where I was like, yeah, you shouldn't, like, there are certain people who will like buy investments in Halloween and then sell them for 0 profit during Christmas or very little profit, and then do the same, like buy the new hot stuff and then always sell. If you bought investments in Halloween and then they're up by 50% during Christmas, hell yeah, that's awesome. That's not what I'm talking about, right? But it's more common. I'm talking to the average versus some people will like be the outlier and be like, well, what about this, Patrouski? When it comes to, I have to talk about the averages and the average experience and like the norms, right? Every investment's different. Some investments spike either up or down. Some are pretty consistent. You know, you can't predict. When you're drawing broad generalizations about an economy, you can only do so much. So hopefully I qualify enough when it comes to my market videos. I don't mean to, like, you know, if you're selling at a profit, you're selling at a profit. There you go. But my main PSA is don't buy something and then if it doesn't go up, you're gonna be mad. that's at that point it's gambling. That's not responsible. You know, you have to really prepare for that long-term haul and be in for the long haul for investments. That's just day trading at that point, which is fair, but that's a different thing. It carries its own different risks in regards to PokeMMO, right? Speaking of selling investments, I just said it's not great to always sell during events. Mysterious Great Balls are at a decent up right now. I'm fine selling. I have so many. It's a decent time to slowly sell some of these off. There's not that many listed. There's 101 here for 75k, so I'd probably go 74.9. So I'm gonna hop over to the main account. Obviously not the Ironman account. I'm just gonna list 48 of these. How much is that even worth? I have 648 Mysterious Great Balls. 48 for 7. This is a beautiful. Look, I'm not used to this new graphic, man. This is awesome. Wait, this is amazing. I play the Iron Man so much, I haven't seen a lot of this. This is 48 of these is 3.6 mil. How much is this? 648 times 74k. Brother, what? Dude, I need to be selling I have so much value sitting in my investments right now. I gotta start slowly selling stuff off. That's actually sick, man. Oh shit. Wait, this is, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, the stats. Wait, what the fuck? The stats, dude. Oh, 57,000 encounters. Dude, congratulations, man. Is this you, Ginger Matt, or is this someone? Is this the IGNs? Have I changed their name? Howdy is an amazing IGN. Dude, what are the, how did you get these stats? This is insane. I love Shiny Porygon, man. Congratulations. Howdy is Suz. Oh, it's Suz. Okay, I know. Okay, I know Suz. Okay, dude, congratulations. I love Shiny Porygon so much. Beautiful Pokemon. Yeah, I know Suz. Yeah. Okay, beautiful shiny. Congratulations, Suz. That's fucking gorgeous. Okay, this is like day trading. Okay, so don't take this and run with it and then get fucked. But like someone said, I'm currently holding 6 mil roughly in Mysterious Cherish Balls. I'm tempted to sell them, but there's potential to make more. If you want to, I think you could, and you have to factor in listing fees, might eat into your profit a lot. It wouldn't surprise me if Mysterious Cherish Balls panic rise on the final day and then go down a few days, like a week after. This happens a lot, like the final 1 or 2 days of panic. Even like the final hours of the event, please make your own financial decisions. Okay, I wouldn't do this. It's too risky, but if you want to be risky, go for it, I guess. It wouldn't surprise me if Mysterious Cherish Balls spiked to like 70k on the final day of the event and then drop back down to like 62 a week after the event is over, and you could like sell all you have and then buy back up. But it's like for 8k more profit per ball, depends on how many you buy and stuff and the listing fees. But there is some like quick day trading type profits there available in PokeMMO, especially on that final day of the event. It's been a long time since we've done a Patrouski food take in the stream recap. I'm gonna whip one out. Dude, someone said I sounded like I was from New York. Yeah, guys, my New York accent is coming out. I'm just joking. That's cringe. Because I had my first ever chopped cheese. Oh my goodness. Philly cheesesteaks are my top 3 favorite foods of all time. And there's a battle happening in my head right now of what is better, a chopped cheese or a Philly. And I don't know. I really like, I knew that I would love a chopped cheese, but I still loved it more than I even thought. It's so good, man. It's so, to me, it's like I love a wet sandwich. To me, it was like the perfect. If you have not had one, Google chopped cheese near me. For a while, I thought it was similar to a cheesesteak. It's similar, but like it's more burger flavor wise. But I think I might lean Philly cheesesteak with sauces. A Philly cheesesteak that's becoming close to becoming a chopped cheese is the best way to describe it. Maybe a chopped cheesesteak. Is that a thing? I gotta look into that. That's a question from Oso. In past events, it was undoubtedly worth to keep / sell the 2x31 Pokemon you caught, but with the current state of the economy and knowing that most Swarmons are field egg group, do you think it's even worth to keep the 2x31s nowadays? That is a great question. You can break down the value of each swarm Pokemon by how many Swarmons you need to get a Cherish Ball, as well as the cost of the Cherish Ball. So let's bring up our calculator in a quick sec. We can check. Cherish Balls are 63,000 Pokeyen right now. Let's factor in like 1k for the listing fee. So let's say 62k per. Let's just even be really safe. Let's say it's 60,000 Pokeyen per Cherish Ball after listing fee, as well as after like a quick ball or like a whatever Pokeball usage, right? So let's say it's 60k per. You would do 60,000 Pokeyen divided by 8, right? So that means that every single catch, there are actually even certain 1x31 catches. If you get a 1x31 speed field egg group with Jolly Nature, that might be worth to sell in the GT. Let's go see. It comes down to, even though the state of the economy is, once again, in my opinion, not great personally, but it might actually be worth to sell some of the catches. As an Ironman, this does not apply to me, to be fair. Now, Jolly 31 speed is not worth, so that's not worth to, that's worth to consume, right? Let's check 2x31. Let's do male 2x31s. As long as it's worth over 7,500 Pokeyen, it should be worth to sell on the GTL. Like, I would sell, I would actually separate your 2x31s like this and sell them. I think it's worth to sell these on the GTL. As long as the Pokemon is worth, right now, based on the current math as of day 12 in the event, as long as the Pokemon is worth more than like 8k, like 85, 9k, I would sell it on the GTL. It's a great question though. Oh man, this is an interesting, I mean, I could take a stab in the dark, but this is a tough question that nobody will, maybe people smarter than I will have a better answer. Kyle said, what sealed product in PokeMMO do you think has the least amount of physical product left? Like the least supply on the market in people's bags, not including product that came out multiple years, like Mysterious Pokeballs. So like, yeah, Mysterious Premier Balls might be up there. Mysterious Premier Balls might be one of these sealed products with, you can check what's available on the market. You can check like raw numbers. Mysterious Premiers are going to be up there. These were so rare, so hard, specifically 2023s. 2022s don't have the same. 2022 Mysterious Balls, stay away from. They don't have the same like shiny rates, drop rates. They were still, they didn't really know what they were experimenting, yada yada yada. The 2023 is the first like good cycle, if I recall correctly. There are currently, let's see, there's honestly more than I expected. 54 Mysterious Premier Balls, but these were like, you would get like one of these every 40. I don't even know, how did you farm these? This was like during the first, this Lunar New Year. When was this? My memory is failing me on this so hard. Was this for Christmas? Xmas 2023. Yeah. These are a big deal. If you don't know, Mysterious Premier Balls have these ones have a 100% alpha chance. So you can literally get a 100% chance to have an alpha spawn, I believe. So you can literally get a Shalpha. Every single Pokemon from this is alpha. So it's one of the best ways to Shalpha hunt is to buy these. They're 900k a piece. It would cost billions and billions of Pokeyen. This has got to be up there in terms of like least. Now there's also like Xmas present 2017s, 2016s, 2015s. How many? Like, there's probably like 3. There's 1. Like, this is where you probably get like, if you actually want the least sealed product in the game, it's probably things like Xmas presents 2015, goodie bags 2015. Also, like, I don't think pumpkin goodie bags existed until like 2018. You see here, so it was only goodie bags back in 2015, 20. There was no pumpkin goodie bag. It was the same thing. These are 69 mil a piece. There is one of them in stock, you know. You get into the super rare stuff. The Lunar New Year event wasn't added until like 2019. So the oldest red envelopes are like 2019. You won't see like super old ones the same way you have for, 2019s. You won't see the super old ones the same way for like Xmas and Halloween, which is important to keep in mind. It's gotta be Xmas now, but there's a lot of like history when it comes to sealed product. There's also the legacy PvP boxes. There's one in stock. I think that these have potential for something crazy, but I'm not totally sure. There's some weird old sealed product in PokeMMO for sure. Dude, this is gorgeous from Proxy Locks. The Shalpha Shroomish. Did you hatched? Oh yeah, Shalpha 30,000 encounters, dude. Congratulations, man. Also really good stats to continue on the breed, and it's female. Dude, congratulations. That's so fucking beautiful, man. Wait, someone said shiny Raikou in the GTL. I was expecting it to be new and fresh, but it's from 2023. But you know what this might be? This might be one of the first, if not the first shiny Raikou ever on the server. I can't confirm. I'm just guesstimating. I can't confirm that, obviously. But it's because of the date. This was when they like... I think wasn't this their first month? This was probably Raikou's first month of rotation. 9/24/2023. That's insane. I'm pretty sure the roaming legendaries got added around this time. It wouldn't surprise me. This is either Raikou's first, maybe second month. Probably, I'm guessing first, though. That's because they were added secretly alongside Johto, and nobody knew until someone ran into a legendary and was like, oh shit, they're in the game. Holy crap. That's really crazy. Yeah, 1.5 bill is the listing. I don't know if that'll sell, but it's pretty crazy. Hold up. Who is this? ShinyLockeFreddy. Is this a little challenge account? So, okay, fun fact. This Zubat spot is where I used to go when I first did the speed run to a shiny Pokemon from scratch challenge. This was the first spot that I deduced on going, because this is the first spot, I believe, in Kanto where you can get any horde. It's just a ×3 horde of Zubat, but it's the first spot in the whole storyline where you can actually get a horde at all. Now, I ended up changing my route eventually to, there's a ×5 Grimer and Raticate horde to the west of Celadon, and I ended up doing that for the majority of the challenge, but I wonder if this guy is following in those footsteps. That'd be really cool, man. It's a great name, ShinyLockeFreddy. Alrighty, fellas, that's another PokeMMO day in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video again if you did. I already did my spiel earlier, so we'll run through this one quickly. Like the video if you made it to this point. Subscribe if you want to. Follow me on Twitch. Above and beyond financial support if you can afford it, and if I've earned it from you, those two things are important. Other than that, have a great day. Play PokeMMO. Play games you enjoy. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. For now, peace arena. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.